What's up, everyone? Day 466. Yes, I've actually got the right number tonight, and I, mildly prepared myself, which is something I probably should do more often, in particular with my voiceovers and what I talk about and discuss in my videos themselves. Sometimes, I guess, being prepared for something, not sometimes, a lot of the times, being prepared for something allows you to sound a little bit more professional, kind of sounds like you know what you're talking about more often, whereas, I'm not the type of person who's able to talk really well on the fly. Trying to improve myself on doing that by doing these videos and so forth. However, if you don't have some form of structure to your talk, it's very difficult to be able to have abilities to talk on the fly. Some people do have the gift of the gab, where they're able to essentially talk their, they could sell a pen to I don't know, I can't use these analogies very well, but you know what I'm trying to say. Sell a shitty car to a used car salesman, that type of thing. That's just not me. I don't have that ability. I am not extremely gifted in talking. I'm generally quite introverted, and I don't get out of my shell as often as I'd like to. Something I'm trying to improve with, as a goal in future, self-improvement type thing, gradually improving, but still not the best. I guess if you're looking back from day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, comparing to now, I believe that me talking has improved significantly, but I don't know, because I have not looked back on the videos. So something I will need to refer back to is, because I have created these videos to refer back on and compare and so forth. It's something that most likely in my next couple of videos or so, I'll actually discuss how I've improved, how what I've done has made a difference, what I think I have benefited in, things that I should avoid, things that I should direct myself towards more often, things that have improved my output, and so forth. Anyways, just a comparison between before and now, that's all. So on the pull-up bar tonight, I decided, let's go for maximal effort. It's something I'm trying to do more often, especially if I'm at the gym. Go for maximal effort if I'm not chucking extra weight on. I've been able to successfully smash out 50 pull-ups on the straight bar on my previous to tonight. I utilized a straight bar and was able to hit my 50 pull-ups, and tonight I've done the same thing. So I believe that I know that I have improved with my pull-up ability, because now I'm able to reach 50 pull-ups with a straight bar, not just the traditional power tower sort of power rack pull-up bar. So that's pretty much what I've got off the top of my head right now. I'm going to pause. I'm going to have a little think about what I'm going to talk about in a second. But I believe, especially my first sort of 20 pull-ups just before, they were really well executed, I believe. Though they went with significant pace, I believe that the execution, the contraction of the muscles were really good. And you can see it in the video itself. The lighting probably was super duper beneficial. Would have been nice if I didn't have a shirt on, just so you could see my scapular rotations, ability to see the rest of my muscle groups and so forth. But yeah, that's all. Okay, I said I was going to do a pause, but I'm not going to right now, because I'm going to continue talking about actually what I'm doing as we speak. So, history behind these Romanian stiff-leggedy, or they're not completely stiff-legged, because as you can see, I am bending my knees a little bit. So I'm going to go Romanian deadlifts. The reason why I like to use the Smith machine is because it allows and forces my body to keep on a specific track. In addition to that, it's something where when I do it in this manner, I don't have to think as much. I am reducing the risk of injury, especially if I haven't done Romanian deadlifts for quite some time. This is just a safety, risk reduction type movement for me. Addition to that, I know I can target my hammies really well by performing this exercise. I've got some elevation with my with a step there. I used to require to put a bench or something underneath my feet, A, because more sturdy, B, flexibility was significantly better. My flexibilities through my hamstring have diminished over the past couple of years, probably because I haven't been doing as many sort of leg exercises, stretches and so forth as I'd previously done. So something that I will be getting back into are these Romanian deadlifts, because I do like hitting my posterior chain for the legs, because it feels great, you know. So I'm really focusing on actually the stretch through my hammies as well as my glutes, and coming up and contracting my hammies and glutes at the same time. They are hasn't done it for quite some time, but I could feel my glutes firing significantly through these Romanian deadlifts on Smith machine. Bear in mind, look at the direction. If you've got a Smith machine where it's not completely vertical, you know, with its tracks, and it's got a bit of an angle, consider which angle you want it going towards. I wanted the angle going towards my body because I don't want to be moving away from my body. I want to be pulling towards my body. By pulling towards your body, it's going to reduce the risk of injury. Pulling away from your body, you're going to increase the risk of injury. Even though when I'm bringing the negative down to the bottom position, I am pulling away from myself a little bit. However, I do have my feet really far forward, which is super good. There's a bloke who wanted to use a bench, but I had my camera there and I was kind of focusing with my breathing, so I wasn't able to say anything while I was doing it. A fellow who was doing some deadlifts on the platform next to this one was able to let him know that I was recording at the time, and if you could just step out of the way, it would be very greatly appreciated. Yes, that is a word. So yeah, that was really good and I really enjoyed it. Finishing off essentially with my push-ups tonight. I think that my push-up ability have improved as well throughout these, I don't know how many days, these 60 plus days of doing everyday push-ups. My chest development, I don't know if it has improved or not, but Superman, see, look, I'm feeling confident with doing Superman push-ups again, and I haven't felt this confident with doing Superman push-ups essentially since I've snapped my Achilles, which was almost 2 years ago now, or if not 2 years ago. So I'm super excited that I am able to, you know, execute Superman push-ups now, and I've got my height back up as well, which is kind of cool. And you know, it looks really, looks pretty sweet on, you know, videos and for camera photos more so than a video, unless you got to, you know, you totally slow it down frame by frame. I decided to utilize also now just holding onto some 10 kilogram plates. By using the plates, it just helps with working your wrist stability as well as your other joints, because it's an unstable surface. If you don't keep your wrists strong and tight, then you're high risk of sort of collapsing and also injuring yourself as well. So you want to try and avoid that. I do have dicky wrists, and so I do try and do exercises which help my wrists a little bit. And Spider-Man push-ups, haven't done them for a while either, and they felt really good. So my wrist, which was a bit dicky at the sort of mid last year, has improved significantly. I think it was all to do my ergonomics at work. Had poor wrist posture when typing and stuff like that, and you know, wasn't used to office work. So now that I've, you know, improved my ergonomics with my keyboard and my office as well as home office, wrist pain has reduced significantly, so super stoked with that. This is the last little clip which I decided to do for the evening. I did a few other exercises after this. I did some leg extensions, I did some leg extensions, I think that was it. Yep, just a bunch of leg extensions, that's pretty much it. So I wanted to try and do some wipers. I hadn't done these for quite some time and they felt pretty good. My range of motion is better than it used to be. I was able to do 5 on each side, which I didn't think I'd be able to do. I haven't done them for over 2 years, I'd say. So it felt really cool to be able to pump them out. I felt like I could have done more, but I stopped because I didn't want to sort of injure myself, or worst of all, get significant abdominal DOMs tomorrow. So that's all. Finishing off with cycling pull-ups, and that's all. Thanks guys for watching once again. Really appreciate it. Peace out. A-Town. High five.